All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for August 17th to the 23rd. My name is Athen. So we had that new moon last week, and that's what we're continuing with this week. We enter into the crescent phase of the lunar cycle, which is the beginning, setting intentions, really putting energy into those intentions, rather. And leading into that first quarter phase, which is very active energy, going into next week. So any new ideas, concepts, new inspirations, really, because it was in Leo, regarding to home, family, past, or roots, anything on that level, that foundational level of your life, you'll notice there's some new beginnings now shaping up here for both this lunar cycle and for the next 6 months as well. So continuing to put energy into that, with Saturn still squaring up to the Sun, I think will be important this week. Uranus is trining up to your ruler Venus, and this is going to be the strongest energy for you guys, it being your ruler, and the fact that it's happening all the way Monday through Friday. Here, this is about new excitement. This is about mixing things up, especially maybe friends, maybe community stuff, group stuff, internet technology, these kinds of pursuits, maybe just spending time with groups in general will be a good way of working with this, because I think you'll find that quite enjoyable, quite exciting. And all of the stuff that you're reflecting on about yourself right now, because you guys are in this internal reflective sort of phase right now with your ruler retrograde, especially in regards to this, more sentimental part of life. It's mixing it up and it's trying new things. And I think with any retrograde planet, being open to changing things up, mixing it up is a good way of working with it, because we're learning. It's always through learning through experience. So I recommend it. I recommend maybe spending time with family as well, doing new things, new exciting experiences, and you'll find that enjoyable and also quite exciting. So this is the strongest energy for you. I think all in all your values should be changing. I think your routine needs to be, or can be rather, mixed up. I think that'd be quite nice for you. That's an opportunity there for that. Venus does naturally rule that 6th house of yours, where you are putting in that extra hard work and discipline, hopefully, with Saturn dipping back into that 6th. So hopefully you guys are getting back into that regiment, diet, routine, health, maybe putting extra time and effort into your work, your service work, to be exact, will be a good way of continuing with Saturn, especially because Saturn is going to be squaring up to the Sun as the week unfolds, as we get closer to the weekend especially. So whatever these new intentions are, and this, freshness of your self-expression relating to your feelings and your sentiments, there is a constructive energy here to be utilized. And I think the way to utilize it will be through self-improvement, health, routine, getting that very serious and taken care of, which will then facilitate and assist with all of this 4th house activity for you now at the moment. Also just generally with your emotional body, help you feel good. That's the Sun, who does naturally rule your 4th house especially. So as you can see, as the week unfolds, the Sun and Jupiter will be getting closer to each other, and they're opposing up to Neptune. So there is this importance this week, especially as the week unfolds, of balancing the domestic life and personal life with work life, the public life. Hopefully you guys have been, putting in energy into work so that it is more enjoyable for you. So there's more peace, presence, and faith going on there in the big picture career usually side of things. But with all this energy of personal life and domestic life, finding that balancing point. This will be especially the case next week, but I think that's important to consider since there is some excitement, there is some opportunities coming in there in the 4th house. Just remembering to stay balanced with, the work and big picture things as well. I'm not going to any extremes with the 10th house either. We're realizing that right now is important for you to be spending time with family and such. So a balancing act there, and realizing too that there's really no separation between these two parts of the chart. These are both very foundational parts of our life. Without home and personal life, we can't have any type of career, work life, and vice versa. So some things to consider there with that. And I think there's this healing energy coming back into your work environment now, shifting for the next few weeks, with Chiron going retrograde back into your 10th to help learn some final lessons about uncertainty, insecurity, things like that about your career or public image. And being open to that this week, wanting to learn more about that with Mercury opposing up to Chiron, I think will be important. And you'll find that healing. I think your communications will be going through a sort of healing with that also. Mercury is going to be shifting into your 5th house this later part of the week. So while I think you have been thinking more on the sentimental side of things, you'll probably be starting to shift more about self-expression, creativity, fun, playfulness, all of that, which is really good for you Taurans, because your North Node has been transiting this Virgo, this 5th house of yours. So for almost the past 2 years, it's been this theme where it's important for you to grow with your self-expression, to continue to not only express yourself, but to implement that lighter, lighthearted, playful energy into whatever it is that you're involved with, if it is expressive or otherwise. So that's been a sort of underlying theme to these past couple of years. And now with Mercury here, it can be very tangible and very real. So especially next week, you'll be able to understand more about this, apply it practically, and I think just naturally your minds will be shifting into that this coming weekend. So that's the gist of it. Really, the high point is on the fact that there are new beginnings now shaping up around 4th house, with the moon starting to fill up, and continuing to set intentions and put energy into those things while reflecting on them, while redoing perhaps the routine, reflecting on self, connecting to friends or groups. Your ideals there, I think, will help bring in more excitement to the mix. And with this square from Saturn, remembering the importance of health, service work, developing your craft, and routine as well. So have a fantastic week, Taurus. Thank you again for watching. If you're new to Sidereal, or if you'd like a personal reading, click the link down below for more information on that. And I'll talk to you all next time.